Alright, quiet down. Welcome, future pilots of the frontier. If you're here with us today, it's for one reason: to protect and serve the people of the frontier from the IMC. For years, the IMC have destroyed our lands, forcefully taking our resources, looting and destroying our planets, and killing us off if we try to resist. Despite recent victories at Demeter and beyond, we have a long way to go before the IMC is defeated. You are all a long way from becoming pilots. Now, you all just serve as riflemen, but when the day comes, I know you'll all live up to the honor. Tomorrow, your training begins at 0400 hours. Now, go get some rest. It'll be a tough course, but I know you're all up for it. Oh, make sure to return the forms that you were given to either me or one of the other captains. I'll be in my office for the rest of the day if you need me. Dismissed. Come in. What is it, soldier? Ah, you're unsure about some of the things on your training paper. Let's have a look at them. Okay, so you filled out most of your medical and personal forms. The only thing left to fill out is the pilot questions. So, first off, what weapon class are you most proficient in? Seeing as you've shown great results in each of the weapon categories, you're allowed to select which weapon class you can use. Allow me to remind you of your selection. First on this list are assault rifles. They tend to be good at about any range, built to be versatile and effective. A bit too basic for me, though. We tend to give them to grunts as they take less training to use. Combined with their high kill rate, it makes them a perfect weapon for the less skilled. However, what's basic and boring to some people can be highly effective to others, and in the hands of a pilot, it could be used to stop a war. There's also submachine guns. They're lightweight and great for a short to medium range. Their fast rate of fire means that you can take down a pilot in a few seconds. Negatives, however, are that you typically have to be up close and personal with the other pilot. Also the fact that they don't store much ammo in them. I don't really care too much about those negatives, though. This is my go-to class, mainly the Volt SMG. It's a slower shooting energy SMG that sounds like an angry wood chipper. Then we have the snipers. They're good for about any range except close. You might want to speak with another one of the captains about this class, as I'm not too experienced in using them. However, in the short amount of time that I have used one, I can say that they require a good learning curve on bullet drop. But, in return, however, they can deal massive damage to pilots and titans alike. Shotguns are the next class on our list. High damage, but only good for close-range combat. Negatives for this class include lack of range and high recoil. Lastly, we have the Grenadiers. They're high-damage explosive weapons meant for a medium range. Good against metal, not so good against humans. So, which weapon are you thinking about using? Take your time. This will be an important choice. Ah, good choice. This next part tends to excite most of our new recruits. It's picking your Titan. Once you graduate from your training, you'll be gifted a Titan from the militia. During battles, there'll be spares of its chassis stored and ready to be deployed in case your Titan is destroyed. Don't need to worry about your Titan losing its personality or memories, though. Each of these backups will be preloaded with all the past information that your Titan had. We can do this by having your Titan broadcast data to the militia. Information such as its memory and status, as well as yours. That way, we can just load information onto a spare chassis and send it down to you. And it's like nothing ever happened to your Titan. Your helmet does something similar. It sends us back your vitals, as well as a live video of what's going on. However, if you die, poof, you're dead. No bringing you back from that. Titans are an important part of a pilot's arsenal. When linked with your Titan, you can only be stopped by an overwhelming force, or an equal. Let's take a look at the different types of Titan chassis. The first type of Titan is the Atlas. It's a good balance between speed, damage, and durability. There are 3 kinds that are available to new pilots: the Ion, the Tone, and the Monarch. The Ion uses energy-based attacks and tools that drain from an energy reserve. It has a laser core that, when charged, can unleash a devastating, sustained blast of energy to melt away Titans and pilots alike. The Tone is a reliable Titan. However, it's a bit too reliable. This has caused it to gain the reputation of being built for less skilled pilots. It uses rockets and explosive ammo to fight, and its core unleashes a volley of missiles. The Monarch is a failed copy of a Vanguard class Titan, like I use. Vanguards are reserved for higher ranking pilots, but Monarchs are a good stand-in as they function similarly. The Monarch's upgrade core allows it to upgrade key parts of itself to give it an advantage on the battlefield. Moving on to the next class, the Striders. Striders are fast and can deal a lot of damage, but they can't take much damage in return. They're glass cannons, if you will. The two Striders that you can use are Northstar and Ronin. Northstar is a long-range Titan, equipped with a powerful railgun. Its core allows it to use extended flight time, all the while unleashing a rocket barrage on foes below. I've never been able to properly pilot one of these, though. Ronin, however, was my go-to until I earned my Vanguard. Fast and nimble, Ronins can use a phase dash to teleport around the battlefield. They also carry large swords to protect them from incoming damage, as well as creating arc waves that stun enemies. Their sword core drastically decreases the amount of time you have to wait before you can dash again. The core also electrifies the Ronin's blade, allowing it to deal massive damage to Titans. Lastly, we have the Ogres. They can take a lot of damage and deal it back out, but they're slower than a Marvin running on low battery. Scorch is a thermite-based area denier, using its flames to cut down large numbers of enemies at once, or corner grunts. Its core allows it to blast a massive flaming wave across the battlefield. And lastly, the Legion. The Legion is a heavy gunner. Its Predator cannon can rip apart a pilot with a single shot. For its core, its Predator cannon will instantly lock on to pilots and other Titans in the area. It's a similar technology to the Smart Pistol, except, well, multiplied by a lot due to the size of these bullets. Now, if you're not sure about which Titan you want to pick right now, you can always wait until after you've trained with the Titans in the sim pods. Same goes for the other two options, of course. Alright, that sounds pretty good. Finally, the last of the choices. It asks about which type of pilot you're thinking of becoming. Again, let me break these down for you. Grapple pilots are extraordinarily mobile. Using a cable and propelled hook, they can go soaring across the battlefield. If high speeds aren't your thing, though, they can still be used to get up to some pretty useful vantage points. Then there's the pulse blade users. These pilots benefit the entire team with a specialty blade that gives off a perimeter scan. And besides just scanning the area, these blades can be used to instantly kill other pilots. The AWOL is like the Tone of pilots. It's been listed as an over-reliant class. They can create one-way indestructible barriers that block incoming fire while allowing you to shoot through them. Although, you will have to carry around quite a bit more gear. The same goes for cloak pilots. Cloak pilots use advanced technology to turn themselves invisible for a short period of time. We use this technology with riflemen to a lesser degree. They're equipped with cloaks to flee situations that are too overwhelming for them. Lastly, holopilots. Holopilots are probably the most underrated type of pilot on the battlefield. I should know. I wasn't always a holopilot. I used to be a grapple pilot back then. I thought holopilots were the worst class you could have picked. Anyways, holopilots use advanced holographic technology to create clones of themselves. These clones will copy the pilot's movement at the time they were created. So if you're running, they'll start running. So, you want to pick now, or you want to wait until a bit of training? Alright. That sounds like a good idea. I'll mark it down. Alright, that should be everything I need from you. Remember, don't be late. If you are late, the other captains will put you through hell on earth on the training field. Now, go get some rest, soldier. You've got a lot of training ahead of you. Have a good night. I'll see you tomorrow at 0400 in the Simpod wing. Hey guys, Techno here. Thank you so much for watching the video. At the time of recording this, my channel has 102 subscribers, and that's a big milestone for me. Thank you guys so much for that. Make sure to request what type of video I should do next in the comments. Until next time, this is Techno signing out.